Tonight, it is all about 6 whiskies that I will never buy again. And of course, there could be numerous reasons that I made this decision. So not going to be a long video. It's going to be all about the whiskies that I might have enjoyed over the last 5 years of whiskey reviews, 950 odd videos made, and I've been drinking whiskey for the last 36 years. So I do know a little bit of what I want, what I like, and what I can afford. So that in mind, please remember to like, hype, share, and subscribe. And we start off with the 6 whiskies that caught my eye, bought them, and now when I want to, revisit all of these whiskies, do I really want to buy it again? Now I'm going to start off with a little bit of a shocker. A lot of people have noted that you are a big Macallan fan, and indeed I am a huge Macallan fan. I've been collecting quite a lot of Macallans, the 12-year-old, 15, I had an 18-year-old at some stage, and everything in between, the no age statement, the gold bottle, and I love them. But when you get to a certain stage in your whiskey journey and you taste with so many type of whiskies, and when you look at your first love of whiskey, the Macallan, you get a little bit disappointed. Now I have 3 full bottles left, and of course the 12-year-old unopened. I bought it some time ago. And the reason that I bought it was quite a good price. It wasn't super expensive. I can't remember exactly, but I was still thinking I can afford it. Then I went on a holiday in Zanzibar, and there was a small little shop across the street from the post office in Stone Town, and I saw this 15-year-old Macallan. And it was, I'm sure they bought it a long time ago. I know I've seen that bottle quite often. Every time that I go there, that same old bottle is standing there, this bottle, and I bought it at a real good price. Brings me forward to today. When I look at these prices, the Macallan 12-year-old double cask, bottled at a 40% ABV, color added, probably chill filtered. They do all of these things. It's still a nice whiskey. It's a reliable whiskey. It is not an affordable whiskey. If I look at my online prices here in Belgium and Holland, I'm paying for this bottle. It is 94.95 euros for a 12-year-old at 40% ABV. Now, the people that love whiskey follow my channel. Well, I'm sure you know, right out of the back of your head, you can tell me there is so many better whiskies out there than that 12-year-old, and it's going to be much cheaper, and I totally agree with you. When you go on to this 15-year-old, this is also the 15-year-old double cask, bottled at 43% ABV. Why 43% ABV? Because other countries get it for a better ABV percentages than in Europe. So this one, actually, I spoke to the owner of the small little shop. He said he gets his stock from South Africa in Johannesburg, hence the 43%. But that does not mean that you are going to pay the stupid prices for it. Online, here by my neck of the woods, 154 euros and 50 cents for this bottle. And it's going to be bottled at probably 40% ABV. So that, my dear friend, is the reason that I am telling you now that these 3 bottles that I have is the last. I will never buy a Macallan again. Now, I see there's a lot of people talking about the 100 proof of Macallan that's out. I haven't looked at the prices yet, but I can guarantee you now, I'm sorry, I am done. I'm not going to buy another Macallan unless Macallan sends me a bottle for free. A bottle for free to do a review. not going to happen. So on that sad note, let's go on to the next. Now, Japanese whiskies. If you look at all of my reviews on Japanese whiskies, I'm super excited when I get a Japanese whiskey. The second last one, what I bought, this is the Yamazaki. This is the Distiller's Reserve. This is bottled at 43% ABV. It is a lovely whiskey. And I bought this one in the duty-free store in Panama. And it was 75 euros for this bottle. If you want to buy it now, here in Belgium, it's going to cost you 89.95 euros. Which for me, for a no-age statement whiskey, is a little bit ridiculous. It is absolutely madness. I don't care how good that whiskey is. I cannot justify buying a Yamazaki at that price. Now, if I want to scale up to a 12-year-old Yamazaki, and I will put all of these things, a picture of what it's going to cost so that you know I'm telling the truth. A 12-year-old Yamazaki is now on sale here in the store where I normally buy my whiskey. It's now at 154 euros 50 cents for a 12-year-old. Now, it is on sale. It was 179.95. Can you imagine paying that for a 12-year-old whiskey? Absolutely madness. For that, my dear friends, Yamazaki, love you guys, but I'm sorry, this is now getting really ridiculous. Now the next one, also Japanese, and I'm sorry, maybe it's a good idea to pour myself a little bit of this one. To be honest, this is absolutely a fantastic whiskey. I bought it from the duty-free store in London, Heathrow Airport, and a colleague of mine, he visited me a couple of months ago, and he asked me if I want something special, and I saw this online. It was 80 odd pounds, and by the time I converted to euros, it was just shy of 100 euros for this whiskey. What am I talking about? Hibiki. This is a blended whiskey from Japan, 43% ABV. Love the bottle, love everything, and of course, oh my word, it is lovely on the nose. Taste-wise, it is a lovely whiskey. It's not a complex whiskey. It's a whiskey that is just a nice taste, nice nose, a pleasant experience when you drink it. When you see the prices. Now, when I made this video on this one, the price of this whiskey in online stores here was 154.95 for the bottle. They are now on sale. Well, I wonder why. I cannot see anybody pay this for a no-age statement whiskey. Now, I see there's a lot of people are saying that it's quite some older whiskeys in there. I don't care. It's still a no-age statement. If you put in 1% at a 25-year-old or 20-year-old, it's still 1%. It's not going to make a difference, in my opinion. Now, 134.95 for this bottle. Absolutely madness. First and last time that I will be buying this whiskey. Let me know in the comment what you think. Do you agree? Do you also agree that the prices are really getting stupid? There's people that taking advantage of us, and of course we the sheep, we are the ones that keep on buying this bloody expensive whiskies that has no business of being so expensive. The hype in general is real, and of course we are feeding this monster. Now the next one, and this is not just maybe one bottle, but this is the whole idea of this whiskey. Now a lot of people are going to, well, hate me for this comment. I think Springbank deserve to be on this list. Now, I have a 10-year-old versus 46% ABV, natural color, non-chill filtered. Very difficult to get. I looked online, all of them sold out, so not available. You might be lucky to find one at the shop. You're going to pay a premium price for this whiskey. Now, as you can see, I'm going to put up the list. A 15-year-old will cost $179.95. You've got a 10-year-old local barley 2021 edition for almost €460 for that bottle. Springbank 11 years old local barley 2023 edition is going to cost you €350. And an 8-year-old, my dear friends, 8-year-old local barley 2024, €255. For that reason, Springbank is out. It's like that family member that keeps on causing problems, that doesn't want to, well, it's always in causing you embarrassment. Blocked. If it was a WhatsApp friend, I would have put you on no contact list. I will block you from my WhatsApp messages. I'm done with Springbank and their ridiculous prices. But then it brings me to the next really ridiculous prices. And of course, I love them. If it was a decently priced, I will be all over this one. I would buy every year the new edition. I will definitely buy it. What am I talking about? Well, I don't have a bottle of it. Octomore. Now, Octomore, all of them that I've tried over the last couple of years, I really enjoy them. But when I look at the prices, now online, you'll see the pictures as well, €230.95 for a 13.2 5-year-old Octomore. Not going to happen. That, my dear friends, is the only ones that's actually still available. The 15, the 16s, they all sold out in the shop that I normally buy my whiskey. So, €170 for the 5-year-old, €180 for a 5-year-old. For 16.3, going to be €206 for this bottle. 5 years old for €206. There is no way in hell that I'm going to buy this snake oil from any company that really wants to take so much money of my hard-earned money to buy. Now, I know they don't care about me, but I think at some stage the people are going to rebel against all this ridiculous prices. Now, the last one. It's going to be a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek whiskey. It is window cleaner. The only reason that this bottle is almost empty, you know, I've got a young son in his 20s, so they don't really care what they drink. And I've seen this bottle disappear, I can guarantee you. I've never went back after the first review. And this morning I decided, well, I see this old dusty bottle out there. Maybe I'm going to give it a good go to see if it's okay. And this is it, my word. Jack Daniel's Cinnamon Spice Tennessee Fire, finely crafted. Not really a whiskey, but I thought it's going to put this in as well. That window cleaner, my dear friends, stay away from it. €22, you might as well take €22 and throw it down a toilet, flush it. It's going to be much happier and make more sense than buying this rubbish. So that, my dear friends, is the whiskies that I have been, well, I've bought, tried it. Some of them loved it, maybe a bit too much. But when I realized that there are so much more whiskey out there that was so much better, so much cheaper, and they're not trying to rip you off. So that is my list. Let me know in a comment, do you have a list? Even if it's not 6, but maybe what your top 2 or 3 whiskies that you bought, loved, but you will never buy it again. So thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and I see you next time. Cheers.